question, why should women put up with it, are several important presuppositions about the hidden presupposition here.
So you're not
Seriously, I'll follow the anger before I could detail that question.
There's a lot of it out there.
When I cut the clips like this, it makes it very easy to see these hidden presuppositions, but in real time, this can be difficult. One simple thing that you can do to make it easier on yourself is to purposely assume a relaxed posture, as Jordan does throughout this entire conversation. Now, this posture actually helps you to think less frantically because your body is signaling to your brain that everything is okay, you're in control. Long though, the last clip contains a small example of the third conversational bully tactic in this video, which I'm naming the smash technique. Take a look.
So you're not going to say to your followers now, quit the abuse, quit the anger.
It's subtle here, but Kathy smashes together two very different terms, abuse and anger. Now, by ending on anger, it'd be easier for Jordan to just forget it and answer the question, but that would tacitly accept that his followers were abusing people. That's why the smash technique is so frustrating. People are embedding hidden statements that you actually disagree with and then moving through them before you have the time to voice that disagreement. You may also have seen people barrage you with questions just to overwhelm you into having to accept their points like this.
Otherwise, why would there only be 7 women running FTSE 100 companies in the UK? Why would there still be a pay gap, which we've discussed as length? Why are women at the BBC saying that they're getting paid illegally less than men?
It can be easy to get overwhelmed and to lose focus as you try to answer all of these questions, but with the smash technique in general, the best policy is to slow down the tempo of conversation and tackle one question or one point at a time.
The same job. Well, that's not fair, is
Let's
it?
go to the first question. They're both complicated questions.
So hopefully now you're more aware of the so you're saying trap, when people assume the sale, and of course the smash technique. This moves us to the second section of this video, which is how to persuade someone in these kinds of situations. And I will say, it seems to me that it doesn't look like Jordan is necessarily trying to change Kathy's mind, but simply to debate in front of an audience. There are still some valuable tips to be gleaned from this video and a few things that I'd add. First, do not strawman the other person's ideas, even if they're doing it to you. And to be clear, I don't know if I mentioned this, strawmanning is when you create a caricature of their ideas and then attack those rather than what they truly believe. Instead, show the other person that you are truly engaging in their real points. Attempt to understand them. And sometimes this means doing it to you. And to be clear, I don't know if I mentioned this, strawman...
7 women. Repeat that one.
7 women running the top FTSE 100 companies in the UK.
Well,
I mean,
the first question might be,
after you've made an honest attempt to understand them, you need to make sure that they can understand you, which is necessary for persuasion. And to do that, you often have to use visual imagery. For instance, here's a very abstract point without any images that Jordan makes.
that it's inevitable that there will be continuity in the way that animals and human beings organize their structures. It's absolutely inevitable. And there is 1/3 of a billion years of evolutionary history behind that.
Now, maybe you can understand that, but it kind of lacks any emotional oomph. But notice how the addition of a concrete example makes that 1/3 of a billion years just feel different.
Right? That's so long that 1/3 of a billion years ago, there weren't even trees. It's a long time.
So adding concrete examples, especially ones that people can easily imagine, is a smart, persuasive move. And lastly, when you're arguing, oftentimes the best way to get someone to change their position that her point is wrong, he's arguing that she already agrees with him. Her behavior and her previous statements demonstrate that she cares more about free speech than not offending people. And then Jordan doesn't try to make this point wrong. He shows her how they're actually very much in alignment.
You're doing what you should do, which is taking a bit to see what the hell's going on. And that is what you should do. But you're exercising your freedom of speech to certainly risk offending me. And that's fine. I think more power to you as far as I'm concerned.
And then, of course, Kathy feels stumped because she does actually agree with Jordan, and she's proven it herself. People have a strong desire to remain consistent with things they've already said and done, so oftentimes this becomes one of the few ways to persuade someone who's really dug in their heels. You're basically showing them that they don't have to move in order to agree with you. They already do right where they're dug in. And then, of course, Jordan hits her with the gotcha.
And I'm just trying to work that out. I mean,
last bit, gotcha, does not improve Jordan's persuasive case. It actually makes Kathy feel silly and wrong, as opposed to happy to
She was!